Happy Tuesday, everyone. I knew what day it was. That's awesome. I'm Steph. I'm the branch manager of the Rochambeau Library and systems coordinator for Providence Community Library. Welcome to my Tuesday night reading of the book of Even More Awesome, read with permission by author Neil Pasricha. I have 3 more chapters for you tonight. I hope you've had an awesome Tuesday, got outside in the sunshine a little bit, and are feeling good. I just had a wonderful dinner. I made some tacos and it was amazing. So you're here for this, but I also want to tell you about the wonderful programs happening every day throughout the day on our YouTube channel. There are story times, craft times, coloring for adults, lots of options for different members of your family. So make sure to subscribe to our channel. Like us on Facebook, Providence Community Library, to see what's going on while we're all working from home during this time. Also, don't forget, we offer curbside pickup on Tuesdays and Fridays at 4 of our locations: Rochambeau, Mount Pleasant, Knight Memorial, and Washington Park. You can visit our website for more information on curbside pickup, available to everyone. So here we go. The book of Even More Awesome by Neil Pasricha. My first snippet tonight is about hanging out with your mom. Mother's Day was Sunday. If you were lucky enough to see or talk to your mom, or even have memories of your mother if she's no longer with you, this chapter might offer you some comfort. Hanging out with your mom. My mom and I saw a movie the other night. I zoomed up the highway from my downtown apartment, and she got a lift through the quiet side streets of my hometown. She had a big smile when I got there and was waiting in the lobby, wearing lipstick and a cream cable knit sweater. She had tickets pre-purchased and a purse packed with white chocolate, mixed nuts, and 2 bottles of water. A plump and perky assistant manager with curls, water falling out of her tight ball cap, ripped our tickets and pointed us down the hall. We passed a couple glossy-eyed teens holding mops and had a quick discussion. Where do you want to sit? Where do you want to sit? Wherever you want to sit, before grabbing a couple in the middle of the red, plushy tundra. Now, my mom's 5 feet tall. So is my mother. So her legs dangled from the chair. Her clean, gray, spongy-soled sneakers swing like a kid on a swing set. We chatted, chilled, and chowed down on chocolate before leaning back for the start of the show. My mom fell asleep in 20 minutes. I elbowed her softly, and her eyes popped open. She looked at me, laughed guiltily, and whispered in a mock, cranky tone, "It's past my bedtime." Then she watched a few more minutes before dozing off again. After a couple more elbow jabs, I eventually let her go. When the credits started rolling and the house lights turned up, we put on our coats and made our way down. "So what did you think of the ending?" I asked with a big smile. "I liked the way they wrapped things up," she said, straight face back, holding the metal handrail and the single stepping down the stairs. I drove her home down the quiet, wet, slicked roads, through empty intersections, past my old school and the park where my sister and I had soccer practice. When we reached the house, she smiled groggily, gave me a big hug, and said, "Come back soon." As I zipped down the hallway into the bright city lights, my brain photo flashed back to blurry images of late night rides through those same empty intersections, photos flashing from front row seats at school plays and cold wobbly lawn chairs, sitting patiently for hours on the sidelines of rainy soccer practices. Awesome. So those are wonderful memories of hanging out with his mom, and I hope you all have wonderful memories too. And continue to make those memories if you are lucky to still have your mother in your life. My next chapter was inspired. I was talking to a friend last night who hadn't been home in a while, and they were so excited they were going to be able to sleep in their own bed for the first time in a while. So this chapter And I can relate after going on a trip. Not recently, but when we go on a trip, I think this is going to resonate with you. Coming back to your own bed after a long trip. Do you remember your worst sleep ever? Man, I sure do. It was back when I was in college and a few friends and I drove a skiddy van across a snowy highway in the middle of a blizzard to crash at my friend Chad. It was a frozen weekend full of laughs and catching up with friends who had all been pulled apart after high school. Now, it was late Friday night in this quiet college town when a few of us figured it was time to hit the sack. There were no fresh linens, soft pillows, or fluffy towels waiting for us there. Nope, all we had in that cold, dark basement were a couple ratty couches, a hollow wooden door to the blizzard outside, and some cheap ticking clocks on the wall. Well, what choice did we have? We made little beds from couch cushions, used sweatshirts for pillows, and covered our shivering bodies with zippery, snow-smeared winter coats. And if that wasn't bad enough, the clocks tick, tick, ticked all night, and somebody got home really late and left the back door wide open. I'm cold just thinking about that scenario. Nobody noticed until morning when all our teeth were chattering and there was a foot-high snowdrift under the ping pong table. It was a nightmare, but I know you've been there too. Right now you're thinking about the worst possible place you've ever slept, the worst conditions, no pillow, a fake pillow, no blanket, cold, hearing something constantly throughout the night. We've all been there. Let's see what else he has to say. Power napping on bumpy airplanes, crashing on flabby futons or jabby mattresses, sleeping in rainy forests and leaky tents, you've had your fair share. Bad sleeps, sad sleeps, sack pillow heaps, weird alarm clock beeps, and through it all, you enjoy long fidgety nights of groggy pillow turns and fuzzy blanket burns. But after those killer sleeps in nightmare paradise, it's always a great feeling when you come home to the warm and cozy comfort of your heavenly bed. Yes, you're like a bear scraping together crinkly leaves and warm mud for a long winter of hibernation, or a soaring eagle swooping home from the windy treetops to the twiggy goodness of your comfy nest. Your dented pillow, warm flannel sheets, and preset alarm clock are waiting for you. So welcome home, baby. You made it. Awesome. I was laughing reading that because I know exactly what he's talking about. There's been some tough times of sleeping. And it's always good to go back to your own home after a random vacation somewhere where it might not be too comfortable to sleep, or there's just noises all night keeping you up. And now I live on a main road. You can probably hear the cars going by. It's a little difficult to sleep sometimes, but usually I don't have a problem sleeping in my own bed. Okay. And the last very, very short chapter, so you can go on and have an amazing and awesome night. Figuring out a tricky plot twist just before they reveal it. I do this all the time. Reading a book, watching a movie, TV show, I will guess every possible situation because I like to be right. I don't like to be surprised, and I think I'm psychic. But here's the chapter, figuring out a tricky plot twist just before they reveal it. Because at that moment, you go from a greasy, slack-jawed, popcorn kernel and sweatpants covered couch potato to a fast-talking screenwriter with sharp eyes, a whizzing mind, and a backup second career. Awesome. So there you have it. Those are my 3 readings tonight from the book of Even More Awesome, written by Neil Pasricha and read with permission by the author. I'll be back Thursday night. It's Tuesday, right? Yes. I'll be back Thursday night. I kept thinking today was Wednesday all day. So I'm glad I remembered to come here. Thursday night at 7 o'clock right here on our Providence Community Library YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe, Find us on Facebook so you see what's going on throughout the week and for updated information about the services we're offering. Also, if you look below the video, you'll see a link to donate to Providence Community Library. Now more than ever, it's important to have resources to continue our amazing programs that all of the library staff are doing to keep our communities going. Thank you, everyone. I hope you have a really awesome evening. See you back here Thursday, 7 o'clock sharp, and also on Facebook. Take care, guys. Have a good one.